Hi, my name is Michelle. I'm an immigration solicitor at Truth Legal. Something I've been talking to clients about this week is how long they want to sponsor their skilled workers for. So you may be aware that when a UK business decides to sponsor a worker from overseas through the process of a sponsor license, they are allowed to make a decision as to how long they want to sponsor a worker for. And they're allowed to go for anywhere up to 5 years in total. Now, for a lot of employers, they start from the position of saying, yeah, 5 years sounds good. That's what we'll go for. We're putting a lot of time and money into the process, and we're keen to keep the worker for as long as we can. And in many cases, that is actually the right thing to do. There are a couple of advantages to that approach. So the first one is that increased certainty that you get. Of course, you can never guarantee that someone's going to stay with you for the full 5 years, but at least, you can say to your sponsored worker, I'm in this, I want to keep you for the full 5 years, and you go towards a bit of employee loyalty. It's worth remembering that if they then don't stay with you for the full 5 years, you can claim back some of the fees that you've paid at the start, particularly the immigration skills charge, which you would have paid for the full 5 years. You can claim a partial refund of that if they don't stay with you for the full 5 years. The second advantage of going for the full 5 years is that you save yourself just a little bit of time and hassle, and about 200 quid. So you may be aware that when you recruit a skilled worker from overseas, what you're going to do is you're going to assign to them a certificate of sponsorship. Now that costs £199 at the moment. If you assign that for less than 5 years, you're going to need to apply for another one. You can't sort of extend the COS or certificate of sponsorship. You have to apply for a whole new one, which is going to cost you £199 again, and it's going to take a bit of time and hassle. If, on the other hand, you assign that COS for the full 5 years, you save yourself the trouble. So those are the big two advantages of going for the full 5 year approach. However, there is one major disadvantage, and that is the cost. Now, a lot of the costs are sort of standalone fixed fees for sponsorships. So your license is going to cost 536 if you're a small business. That's not going to change depending on how long you sponsor workers for. That is just a fixed fee. Same with your certificates of sponsorship. Each one of those costs 199, no matter the duration. The thing that is very much affected by the duration of sponsorship is the immigration skills charge. Now that is set at £364 per worker per year. And although it's a yearly fee, you don't pay it yearly, you pay it all upfront in one go. So maths has never been my strong point, so I don't propose to talk through the numbers now. If you want to know the numbers, they're in the article. But the key point is the longer you sponsor a worker for, the more you multiply that 364, the bigger the upfront costs. And it may be the case that you want to spread those out a little bit, which you can do by going for a shorter length of sponsorship. Now, as a business, you're probably very, very familiar with concepts of upfront versus extended costs. And ultimately, it is a commercial decision. Now, at Truth Legal, we can help you with your sponsor license application, with the legal aspects. And we also understand some of the commercial aspects of what it is that you're trying to achieve. So do get in touch if you want help with a sponsor license application. Contact details all over the website.